Hello, this is Nathan once again. Right now, I just want to do another review for you of. It's not a video this time; it's another DVD again, and it is a DVD I really like. It's the ECW Heatwave 1999. This pay per view, it's okay. Like, it's not the best, but it's good. ECW put on this show. Like, it's a pretty good pay per view, and this was 2 months before ECW went on TNN, and the host of this pay per view is Joey Styles. Later on, he gets a co commentator in Cyrus the Virus. And Cyrus was the mind behind the network and all this. And, well, Paul Heyman just created the character Cyrus. Like, it was his creation. Like, and on the cover there is Tommy Dreamer. He's not on this pay per view, but he's on the cover, so which is pretty good. And Francine, who well, Tommy Dreamer does appear on this pay per view, and he tells the fans that his career might be over, and he's interrupted by Steve Corino. Steve Corino gets in their face, like Francine pins him at the end. It's pretty funny, like it's pretty good. Francine was hot, man. Oh, she's one of the sexiest women in ECW. Like, she was gorgeous. But anyway, the matches on this pay per view are first match. Danny Doring and Roadkill, along with Miss Congeniality, who turns out later to becomes Lita, Amy Dumas. They take on Nova and Chris Jedi, and Chris Jedi is kind of full of himself in this match. Yeah, he's obsessed with his looks and all this. Well, yeah, if I was as good looking as Chris Jedi, like, I'd probably be obsessed with my looks as well. Like I said, you gotta love Nathan's face. Like, I'm not the best looking fella now, like, but I probably would be obsessed with my looks. Jason versus Jazz. Pretty okay match. Guido with Big Sally Graciano versus Super Crazy. ECW World Tag Team title match. The Dudley Boys, Bob Ray and Devon versus Boz Mahoney and Little Spike Dudley. And it's the pay-per-view where the Dudley Boys basically caused a riot, like to piss off all the fans. Bob Ray says something like, "We got a mother who taught her daughter how to suck." I won't say it. Was they pretty much caused a riot in this match, and it shows highlights from ECW shows where Bob Ray put Balls Mahoney through a flaming table. And in the end, Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley win the tag team titles, and they're helped out by New Jack. New Jack hated the Dudley Boys, like, it's a pretty good feud. ECW World Title match: Taz versus Yoshihiro Tajiri. This is one of Taz's last pay-per-views. Yeah, he said, and I don't know if you've ever seen the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD. I have it. Him being the world champion, things were getting too easy for him. Like, he just like nothing wasn't exciting anymore. Like, everything was too easy for him. Like, he wanted to go elsewhere than like the WWF, as it was called back then. Where a few months later he debuted at the Royal Rumble against Kurt Angle. Yeah, it was a pretty good debut. Like, and this is one of Tez's last pay-per-views in ECW. And the main event, Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn, who are two hated rivals. They didn't like each other. Like, and Jerry Lynn says it at the start of the pay-per-view. He goes, "I don't like Rob Van Dam, and I never will like Rob Van Dam." And they take on the Impact players, Lance Storm with Don Marie and Just Incredible. It was a pretty good match. At the end, Sabu comes out. He gets in the face of Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam and Sabu didn't get along as much. Like, they were a tag team, like, but they kind of hated each other. Rob Van Dam was always full of himself, and yeah, it's a pretty good match all the same. And this pay-per-view I really like. So I got this in the CX 2 years ago. It was only €7. Like, it's worth it. It's a pretty good pay-per-view. I'm going to leave it for now, but next time I promise to do another video review or DVD review. I'll probably do a video review in the next video, like, yeah. And, if I find out if anyone's dying or anything, I'll promise to review them for you. So I'll see you then. And Rob and Dan.